case you guys need that support in downward dog, going into Uttanasana, even some of our leg stretches, this will be such a wonderful tool for you. So go ahead and grab that chair, put it beside you so that you can have that support, especially if you have tight hamstrings. You will need that chair. So let's sit as comfortable as we can. My legs can be out in front of me. My legs can be soles of my feet together, or I could be in a cross leg. It's up to you how you choose to sit, but I want you to make sure you're comfortable wherever you sit. You can sit higher on a pillow, which will release your inner thighs, or you can sit right on the ground. You have that choice when you are doing your own practice. A practice is listening to your body and acknowledging where you are, and then practicing to get better, to go stronger or harder. But with this energy today, I want you to breathe in your intent, your focus for this practice today. Let yourself roll in a circular motion. Feel the energy releasing through the low back, through the hips, relaxing and acknowledging where you are at this moment. Reverse that circle. Feel that nice release in the body as you circle all the way around. Let your body breathe long and deep. Feel every pore relaxing and releasing. Start to move your rib cage slowly left to right. You want to shrug your shoulder clear up to the ears so that the ribs can absolutely be free to move, to release. And then I'm going to take and capture the inside of my shins, rounding my back, completely round the spine, let the shoulders wrap forward. Rock your energy from the soft skin of your buttocks from right to left. Just acknowledging maybe tension in the hips as we rock side to side. Let your back stretch forward. On the next breath, come up. Lift tall through the heart. Shoulders glide down to the ribs. We're going to bring the bottom lip up to the nose and stretch the whole skin of the chest, the neck. Can you take that lip and try to touch your nose? All the way up to your nose. And then take a deep breath in and exhale and round the spine. Pull the belly deeper to that spine. Let your arms completely straighten out. Feel the shoulders wrapping forward as you stretch. And again, come up on the breath. Bottom lip tries to touch the nose. Lift that chin up. Feel the skin pulling all the way up. Breathe in as you exhale. Roll back one more time. Rocking that energy side to side. And then on the next breath, we're going to take the soles of our feet together, letting the elbows glide to the front of the shins. Draw the shoulders deeper down to the rib cage, and let your legs just plop out. Just let them plop, plop. Let the inner thigh release and open up. Take that deeper cleansing breath in, and that long exhalation out. And then on the next breath, roll the spine up. Interlock your hands. Push the palms out in front of you. Draw the shoulders down. Try to bring the elbows in so they're almost, if they could, touch each other. And then I want you to come up as high as you can, pulling those arms back, drawing the ribs down and together, keeping the shoulders pressing down towards the rib cage. Rocking those arms back behind you. Back. Now we're going to open those arms and press back, opening up the chest, opening up the heart. And then interlock those hands behind you. Draw the scapula together and lift taller. Try to sit right up on your sit bones as you squeeze the scapula together, lifting the chest up and opening up the heart. Look up and look down. Release your hands, shake them out, bring them out to the shins. Let yourself come forward just a little bit more. Dropping the chin to your chest, let the crown of your head stretch. Try to relax the low back and the sacrum. And then very slowly come up. And then take your right hand under your thigh and rock that leg. Rock into those hips. Let that hip release. Let the body release as you rock that leg back and forth. Now we're going to take that leg and we're just going to lift it up and down several times, warming up the quad, stretching that hamstring. If that hurts your knee, don't drastically bend that leg. Just keep it slightly up. And if you feel like you want more power, just release your hands as you rock that leg up and down, pulling the dantian deeper to your spine and breathing long and deep. Now hold that leg up, point and flex the foot. Point and flex the foot with power, with awareness. Point and flex, point and flex. Can you rock to your sit bones and back towards your sacrum, rocking through the soft skin of your buttocks as you point and flex that foot. Point and flex. And then from here, take that leg straight out in front of you, reaching out to Janusarasana, keeping your shoulders square and your hips square. I want you to pay attention to your low back. If it is bothering you, sit taller. Lift the spine up. Pull the whole rib cage up and over the kneecap. And then walk forward, but don't round your back. Get out of that lumbar spine. And imagine the spine itself reaching out the crown of your head. Take that deeper breath in. Exhale. Try to sink down towards any amount. Listening to your body. Finding where you need to be at this moment, at this time. We're going to hold here for a moment, taking 3 deep cleansing breaths. And when you're ready, slowly come up. Take your left hand, lift it up to the sky, and gently pull any amount to the side. We're going to bring both hands right over that left hip. Both hands, my right hand hooks onto the back side of that thigh, and I sit tall through my spine as I twist and look over my left shoulder. Now just my head looks over my right shoulder. My body is moving to the left constantly, and just my head moves to the right. Looking over that right shoulder. And then release that energy. Come right back up to Baddha Konasana. Soles of your feet together. Let your legs plop off to the side. Can you walk your hips towards your heel? And if you cannot, don't worry about it, especially if you have a knee issue. I want those legs out in front of you. So we're going to walk as close as we can to our perineum, to our pelvic bone. Keep waddling your energy. Take a deep breath in, let those legs open up. Slide your elbows to the outside of your shins and pull your energy forward, lifting the ribs up and over those ankles. Listen to your energy, listen to your body. If your knees feel compromised, bring your legs out in front of you more. And then on the next breath, roll that spine up. We're going to come underneath the left leg. Shake that energy side to side, right through your hip. Let that hip release and loosen up. Back and forth, back and forth. Let your breath move with awareness and clarity of your energy. And then take a deep breath in and lift that leg up and down, up and down. Warming up the quad. Now I am rocking my energy clear back to my sacrum and then right back up to my pelvic bone or towards my sit bones. Back and forth we rock that energy up and back. Then I'm going to hold that leg up. I'm going to point with awareness and flex. And again, I'm just going to rock my energy with my point and my flex. And I'm exaggerating the point. I'm exaggerating that flex, sending my heel up, pulling my toes really strongly to a strong point, flex and point. And then hold that leg up as high as you can. And then draw that leg down slowly to the earth. Come on out to Baddha Konasana. Square off your shoulders and your hips. Bring the awareness to your energy. How do you feel? Do you need to come up higher? Do I need to be taller? Does my spine need to be supported more? Or do I feel like there's a pressure in that low back the closer I get towards my foot? You need to be aware of that energy. Let your breath flow long and deep. Long inhalations and long exhalations. Imagine the spine reaching out, the crown of your head spiraling upwards, the chin slightly down to your chest. Can you walk yourself out? Maybe just a little bit, but if the answer is no, then stay where you're at. And then on the next breath you take, roll your spine up. Roll those shoulder blades back. Roll them back. Bring the soles of your feet together. Waddle your hips right back to your heels or keep your hips back. Waddle up, bring your elbows to the outside of your shins. Elongate the crown of your head and release your body forward, taking a nice inhalation and a long exhalation. On the next breath, roll the spine up. Bring your hands all the way behind you. Again, draw the shoulder blades together. Lift those legs and stretch them out. Keep pulling those arms back as far as you can. Drawing the scapula together. Lift taller in your sit bones. Try to open up the chest, pulling your arms away from your hips as though they could touch the wall behind you. Let that breath flow. As I release, I'm going to lift my hands up, pulling them back, just the arms. And then I'm going to swing all the way to a boat pose, coming up, capturing my legs, gently pulsing my legs and my body towards my knees. I can hold on to my legs, or I can let go of my legs and pulse my energy, expanding the fingers, letting that breath flow long and deep. Or I can stretch out my legs and press that energy. So you have choices. Hold the leg. Don't hold the legs. Keep them low. Or lift, and pulse those legs up. And then bring the soles of your feet together and relax your energy. Let your body come forward any amount. If you were sitting on something, you might want to remove it. We're going to do that again. Interlock your hands, lift them all the way up, 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 up. So let them press back as far as they can. Drawing the elbows close to your ears. pushing the pads of your hands up to the sky. As I release, I'm going to spring right up into a boat pose, pulsing my energy, whether my legs are straight or bent or I'm holding on to them. We're pushing that energy up, up. Take a deep breath in. And then bring the soles of your feet together and let your body rest as you plop those legs out. Taking a nice deep breath in and out. And then on the next breath, we're going to roll that spine up, bringing both legs to our right side. We're going to come right up into a tabletop. Tabletop, knees right under your hips, hands under your shoulders. Can you start to move your rib cage from left to right? Can you let your head just hang down towards the earth as you rock your energy back and forth? Now on this energy, I'm going to take my right hand and I'm going to bring it right underneath my chest, right under it. I'm going to drop right down into my right shoulder scapula. Now, if I feel I need support, I'm going to put a blanket under my shoulder and under my head like that so that I have a little bit of support. Otherwise, I just let myself release forward, drawing my energy deeper to my right shoulder scapula. I'm using my left hand to surge my energy towards that shoulder, towards the back of the shoulder if I could. Then I take my right foot, if you want to, cross it on top of your left ankle, your right foot on top of your left ankle. And then lift that left hand all the way up if you choose to, or keep it on the floor. Can you circle the left foot hand all the way around? Can you bring the ring finger and the middle finger towards the forearm, exaggerating as though you could touch? Lift your fingers way out and reverse. Open up your hand, pull it down, open it up, pull it down. And then bring your left hand, put all your weight in that left hand, roll your spine up. And again, wiggle your ribs side to side. Let your head just dangle, dangle, dangle. Take that deeper breath in and that long exhalation out. Take your left hand, lift it up, come right underneath your chest. Remember, pad up your head and your shoulder with your blanket if you need that support. Draw your left shoulder deeper into the earth. Use your right arm as a lever as we push deeper into that left shoulder scapula. On the next breath, if you choose to, take your right hand and lift it up to the sky. Open those fingers and then rotate the fingers around that wrist as though you can get the middle finger and the ring finger to touch your forearm. And reverse. And reverse. And then release that hand all the way down to the earth. Put all your weight into that hand. Roll that spine back and forth, side to side. Let your head dangle. On the next breath, roll your spine all the way up. All the way up. Can you roll your spine back? Now, if you need support on your knees, please just take this blanket and stick it under your knees like this, so that you have a lot of support in your knees as you are kneeling. We're going to take our right foot and place it off to the side with my toe facing straight ahead. I want to very gently slide this hand down my thigh, but not push into my thigh. This is very light. So if I need to support, I come into my hip and I can push into my hip. But as I slide down, this hand is very light. And I lift that left arm up to the sky and I bring it way back behind my ear as I breathe long and deep, exaggerating the stretch of my ribs, my waistline. Let that breath flow long and deep. And then as I release, I'm going to come all the way to the side. Now, if you have a chair, you could come to your elbow here, and we can lift this leg up here, and I can have support, right? Or I can bring this hand all the way to the floor and pull up into my whole body as I lift this leg up as high as I can. If I need more support besides that chair, I could come clear down to the earth here, or I can even lay all the way down as I pulse this leg up to the sky. So I have choices of where I want to come into my body. The most important choice is the one that you make for you, for your body. Let that leg lift up all the way. 4 more with breath. 3 more. Long inhalations, long exhalations. Hold it. We're going to go all the way back. I'm going to sit down and slide my left leg forward as I push my hip up and back. Up and back. I want to take that left hand and swing it back and forth with my right hand. Back and forth, trying to bring my weight into that right hip. All the way back. All the way back. And then take that left hand, lift it up all the way. Feel that nice stretch to the ribs, through the hips, all the way. Listen to your joints. If you don't like the knee and the hip in this position, then you're going to be in this position with that leg out to the side, straight out. So listen to your body. On the next breath, we're going to swing that arm over the left shoulder, left hip, breathing long and deep. Long and deep. Now here, I'm just going to look over my left shoulder, like we were in Janusarasana, but I'm now using my neck to the other side, looking as far as I can to the left. My body's moving to the right, but my head is moving to the left. Breathing long and deep. And then as I release, I'm going to walk my hands right out in front of me, coming back to Virabhadrasana. I'm going to scoop my belly and roll my spine. Let the shoulder blades roll back. Let them roll. If you're using your chair, make sure your chair is on the other side of you, so you have that support. As you roll those shoulders back, take your left leg, press it out in front of you. Again, if I need support, I'm going to bring my hand to my hip, or I'm going to slide down lightly. Do not push into your knee or your ankle. Let this hand be light as I pull that arm up and over that ear, behind the ear if you can. Open those ribs and let that breath flow long and deep. Long and deep. On the next breath, I'm going to come all the way down, either to my chair or to the ground, or all the way to the ground. All the way down. And I'm going to pulse this leg up as high as I can. Just bringing awareness to those hips, the strength and the power to keep those hips healthy and strong. Keep breathing long and deep as you pulse that leg up. Let that breath flow with awareness and clarity. 2 more. 1 more. And this time we're going to come back down to the earth, sliding that leg back. Slide it back. Let your breath flow. Take that left hip, come up and back. Up and back. Let your right hand trail. If you know at this point that there's some energy going into your knee, I want you to take that leg, come off to the side, still lifting that hip off and back. Up and back. Make sure you're comfortable in your body, in your skin. Let that breath flow. Let it flow. We're going to take that right hand, lift it all the way up, all the way. Stretching out. Oh, let that breath flow. All the way. And then as I release, I'm going to come all the way to the right side, coming right up into tabletop, letting the rib cage go back and forth, back and forth. I want you to bend your elbow, press your left foot back, put the ball of your foot right underneath the floor, pushing down into the heels, release, and go to the other side, pushing back. Now you're more than welcome to stay here on your elbows, staying in this energy as you work from back and forth, side to side. Or you can come right up into downward dog and start to work your energy heel one at a time towards the earth. If I feel like I'd like to stay on those elbows, you're more than welcome to. But also on your chair, you could be on your elbows on your chair, bringing one heel at a time also, like this. Or you could be right in your hands, working one heel at a time. Choose what you want for your body as you work through downward dog. Back and forth. Back and forth. Let that breath flow. Long and deep. Take your right leg and just hold it down. The left leg is slightly bent. I'm going to take that right leg and then bend it. Left leg stretches out. Hold it. Left heel now towards the earth. Right leg is bent. And then one more time. Let's go to the right leg. Stretch it out. Left leg stays bent. The right leg presses deeper to the earth. Can you move your body deeper through those arms and lift your hips a little higher? And switch sides. Left leg stays straight. Right leg slightly bends. Now the right leg is free. We're going to lift it up to the sky and gently pulse. Now if I know that even on the chair it's a little difficult, I come down to my knees, I drop to my elbows, and I lift that leg up like this. Pulsing that leg. We're going to point the foot and flex the foot. Point and flex. Whether you're in the elbow knee or you're in downward dog, point and flex your foot. 4 more with breath. Let that breath flow. Long and deep. Now we're going to swing that leg all the way through to a lunge. If I have my chair, I can put my hands up on my chair and lunge. Gives me a lot of support so that I can drop my hips deeper to the earth without struggling too much. Or I just bring my hands to the inside of that right foot and I let my hips drop down to the earth. There's power in that left thigh. Power. Look up on the breath. Exhale, stretch out that leg as far as you feel comfortable. And then again, I could be on the chair. Breathe and bend. Exhale and lift. Breathe and bend. Make sure you are supported in whatever you choose to do. Exhale and stretch. One more time. Breathe and bend. Look up. Let the hips drop down. Exhale. Stretch out. Hold that energy. Hold. And then from here, I'm going to slightly bend my right leg. Bring both hands to the inside. Step back to downward dog. Or come down to your elbows and lift your hips up high, letting your spine drop to the earth. Or use that chair to support your energy. What feels comfortable for you? Breathe long and deep. Let those elbows rotate in just a little deeper. Try to lift your hips up just a little higher. Let your body completely rest. And then take and bend both legs. Left leg lifts up to the sky and gently pulses up. We're going to point and flex that foot. Be mindful of your body. Where do you want to be? On your elbows? On your knee? Do you want to be on the chair? Higher up? So this is always a choice. Where you want to be in your own skin. It is finding the way to make it work for your body. For your body. Let your body be where it needs to be. Listen with respect. Swinging that leg all the way through to a lunge. Again, be on your chair. The chair can be closer. I can be closer to the chair. Let your hips sink down to the earth. Try to bring power into your belly of your right thigh. Keep it powerful and strong as the hips sink deeper to the earth. Can you look up on the breath as you exhale? Stretch out those legs into a long pyramid pose. Let your body melt forward and breathe. On the next breath, come back down. If you're using that chair, you're going to be kind of closer to that chair just to let the back hips sink to the earth, lifting your chest up. Exhale. Stretch out those legs, and let your hands rest on the chair. Either elbows are high or on the floor. Breathe long and deep. One more time. Come forward. Look up on the breath. Exhale, release all the way back. And then bring both hands to the inside, step all the way back to downward dog, or bring your elbows into the earth, bend your knees, let your body move through those arms. Breathing long and deep. And then on the next breath, we're going to look at our hands. I want you to walk your feet up to your hands, or you can jump your feet up to your hands, your choice. Hands can be on the chair, or hands can be on the ground, dangling. Roll your spine up. Let it roll. Let it roll. Breathe in all the way up. Exhale. Let it come down. Bend your knees. Roll the shoulders back. Roll them. Roll them. Let your knees bend. Let them bend. Can you open your legs a little bit wider, swinging your arms, letting them connect into your internal organs? Let them plop right into the low back. Plop and plop and plop. Breathing long and deep as you let those legs plop. Let that breath flow. On the next breath, we're going to take those hands and lift them up to the sky, all the way up on the breath. Exhale, open your hands all the way back. Pull those arms back. As you exhale, come back into Uttanasana. Coming all the way down to the earth or coming down to your chair if you have tight hamstrings. So all the way down to the earth or to the chair. On the next breath, bend your knees. Bend them. Place your hands on your thigh. Look up on the breath, all the way up. Can you stretch your spine? Can you lift your sacrum up higher? Or my hands can be on the chair as I look up. My knees are bent. I'm lifting my sacrum up. My spine is stretching out long and deep. Now in this energy, can you just stretch out your right leg? So again, I can be on the chair. Can you drop your chin to your chest? And bend both legs. Can you stretch out just your left leg? Just your left leg. Both legs are bent. I'm going to drop my hands to the earth or on the chair. Bend both legs. Stretch out just your right leg. My hands go down to the earth or again on the chair. Left leg is bent. Right leg is straight. Bend both legs. Stretch out just your left leg. Just your left leg. Bend both legs down. Let your head go. Let it go. Take a deep breath in and release. Look up. Let the belly drop. Can you send your hips way down towards the heels of your feet? Not over the ball of your foot, but to the heel. Feel as though you're sinking that hip back. Hands again can be on the chair for support. On the chair. If you feel like you can, I want you to bring your hands on your thigh or slide them back all the way behind you. Keep your energy on the heels, or you can bring them all the way in front of you by your ear, just bringing power to the belly of your thigh. So a chair on your thigh, all the way back, you have those choices. Breathe in long and deep, long and deep, and relax to the earth. Stretch out your legs. Let your head go. Shake your head. Shake it. Just let it go. Take a deep breath in. A long exhalation out. On the next breath, I'm going to bend my knees, roll my spine up slowly. Let the shoulders roll back. I'm going to step forward with my left foot. I'm going to step back with my right foot. My right foot is going to face somewhere in front of my body towards the right side of the room. Left leg faces straight ahead. This is called a warrior stance. I want your hands to open out level with your shoulders, palms down. Look over your middle finger and your ring finger as you press it forward any amount. On the next breath, we're going to lift that left hand up, stretching it way back. On the next breath, I'm going to come down either to my chair or to my thigh. My right hand comes over. Again, on the breath, come up. Open up that energy. Exhale. Come down to the chair if you need to. That chair is there for you. Breathe, come up. If you know you can come all the way to the ground, then just drop down to the earth and press. Breathe in one more time. Exhale. Cartwheel down. Turn your back foot so it faces the front. Step in a little closer. Walk your hips back and forth. So I either have the chair or I cartwheel down to the earth as I flex and point my back foot and my front foot. Flex to the heel, come up to your toes. Flex and lift. Breathe long and deep as you press through the feet. And then relax that energy. Again, use your chair. My right hand comes either on my chair or to the floor. My left hand comes all the way up and I lift tall to the sky with my left hand. So I have a choice to be on the chair. I also have a choice to be on the earth as I lift up all the way. Breathe. Let that breath flow. And then release down. Step back all the way to downward dog. Keep your hands on the chair. Let your body completely rest. Let it rest. Bend your knees. We're going to face forward and relax our hips to the earth, opening our knees really wide so the belly can fall through those thighs to the earth. Let your head rest on your hands, shifting your hips back and forth, completely resting your energy. Let your breath flow with a very long inhalation and a very long exhalation. If you have knees that hurt, you just keep your hips up in the air. You do not have to go all the way to the earth. Shifting your body side to side. And then I want you to bring your hands in front, roll your spine up, If you have a chair, we're going to bring that chair to the other side. Make sure that you have it if you need it. Coming down, we're going to scoop the belly, roll the spine up into a strong cat. On the next breath, let the belly drop. Glide the shoulders to the ribs. Lift your tailbone up as high as you can and look up as high as you feel comfortable in your body. Breathe in. As you exhale, roll the spine. Let it relax. On the next breath, we're going to come right back up, look up. We're going to step forward with our right leg. All the way. I'm going to curl my left foot under. My toes are curled under. I'm going to push off my right leg and my left leg equally, but most important, my left leg pushes off. I stand again, center. I'm going to roll that spine up, one disc at a time, scooping the belly deeper to my spine, squeezing the buttocks. Breathe in. Exhale, interlock your hands behind your back. Draw your shoulder blades together. Open your chest. Bend your knees. Through your chest, we're going to glide down to the earth, lifting our hands up as high as we can to the sky. My legs are bent. Now you know your body. If you feel like there's a lot of pressure moving into your head, I want you to keep your head up and draw the scapula back in this position, never going over and downwards towards the earth. Let your breath flow. Release your hands, shake them. Shake them, shake them, shake them. Bend your knees, roll the spine up, squeezing your buttock muscle, pulling that belly up. Let your head dangle, let your shoulders roll back. Let it roll. We're going to step forward with our right foot, facing the chair or facing the wall. We step back with our left foot at a catty corner angle to the left side. I'm going to open up my hands level with my shoulder. A warrior stance. I come down slightly into a lunge. And my legs can be as wide or as close as I need for my body. Take that right hand, lift it all the way up on the breath. This hand is very light, very light. As you exhale, I'm going to come down to my thigh or to the chair as this hand comes over, all the way over as far as you can. Let your body come up on the breath. Breathe. Exhale, come down. Each time, I let my body come down just a little deeper towards the earth. Breathe in. Some of you can come all the way to the floor, all the way to the floor, your choice. And breathe in, lift up. Exhale, all the way down. This time, hands can be on the chair or to the floor. Turn your back foot, turn it under. So I can be on the chair, on the floor. I'm going to step in with my right foot. I'm going to step in slightly with my left foot. And I'm going to rock from heel to toe. Heel to toe. So again, be where you want to be in your body. Whether it's your hands, your hips, toe, heel. Toe, heel. Be where you're comfortable in your body. Toe, heel. And then I'm going to take my left hand either on the chair or on the floor. I'm going to open up my whole body and twist over that right hip all the way to the wall behind me. Or I can be on the floor, opening up all the way, breathing long and deep. And release forward. Step back to downward dog. Let your body relax. Let it release. Come down with your right leg. Come down with your left leg. If you have a chair, go ahead and move it out. I'm going to sit down with my right hip sliding all the way down to the earth and laying on my back. So if I have a pillow, I'm going to put it underneath my neck all the way. to give my neck support. Otherwise, I just let myself relax down to the earth. If you have your belt, go ahead and grab it. Capture both legs in the air, all the way up to the sky. Flex your feet. Rock those legs towards your chest with a very strong legs. My thighs are powerful. They're not bent. I do not bend from the knee. I keep those legs powerful and strong as I rock both legs towards my chest. Can you circle those legs around, letting that low back feel the massage and the release into the earth as we rock those legs in a circular motion. Reverse that circle, go the other way. Now I'm going to open those legs as wide as I can on the belt. I just hold on to the sides. And I'm going to let my legs rock from left to right, like a teeter-totter or like a tick-tock, side to side. Letting my breath flow long and deep. And then on the next breath, I'm going to slide those legs right back up. Take the right leg, keep it on the belt. Left leg slides down to the earth. I'm going to rock the leg towards my chest, rooting my left leg deeper into the earth as I rock this leg towards my chest. On the next breath, I'm going to bend that knee, pulling it right down to my armpit or to the earth. But notice my foot is facing the sky as though I have a tray of food on my foot. And I'm not letting the foot drop or drop here. I try to keep a very open, wide quad as I draw my knee down to my armpit or to the earth. Breathe in, exhale, and push out. Take a deep breath in, bend, and come all the way down. Exhale and lift up. Breathe, come down. Can you reach up and hold that foot with your right hand, freeing up your left hand? I'm going to slide my left hand down my thigh towards my knee as my whole body reaches up, pulling my ribs in, and I slide down that leg as far as I can. And then I bring this leg right on top of my left thigh, which I bend, and I can bring my hands to the inside or the outside, coming to the outside of my shin or to the inside of my thigh. I'm going to allow my head to rest back to the earth, drawing the chin down to the chest and rocking this energy back and forth, side to side, through my hips, feeling my low back soften, feeling my hips stretch. As I pull the leg deeper to my chest, I want that left knee to be drawn as far as I can towards my chest, keeping the chin down, elongating the crown of your head. Let that crown of your head reach as far as you can. Now, some of you might like to capture the ankle, the hard bone of your ankle, and cradle under your knee. I personally like this position because I feel like I can draw this right leg deeper to my chest equally, drawing the ankle and the knee equal to my chest as I rock side to side. Now, we're going to take both legs clear to the left side. I'm going to slide this right knee over my left knee, so I'm in a cross-leg position. Then I'm going to take both legs to the left, pulling straight down to the earth in a Marsyasana twist. I'm going to open up my right arm and look to the right. If you don't like your legs crossed, immediately release those legs. So they're just laying to the left. As I open up my right arm, I'm going to hang here for a moment, letting my breath flow long and deep. I'm not going to push or pull. I'm just going to let myself completely rest. Completely rest. Let that breath flow with clarity and awareness. And then when you're ready, come all the way up with your right leg. Left leg follows. Capture the knees. Circle them around. That low back, let them relax. Release the other side. I'm going to take the belt, place it on my left foot. I'm going to slide that right leg all the way down. And I'm going to rock this leg towards my chest, rooting the whole right calf, thigh, heel, hip into the earth. Root it down. Try to keep that pelvic bone neutral as you rock this leg towards your chest. On the next breath, we're going to bend that knee towards the armpit. Keep your foot facing the sky. Hold it up. Breathe in. Exhale and reach up. Breathe in. Relax. Exhale and lift up. Breathe and bend. This time, I'm going to free up, bringing my left hand, if I can, to my foot or to the belt. I free up my right hand, I slide it down that whole leg towards my knee. I pull my ribs together and I pull my body forward. Any amount. Any amount. As I release, I slide the right leg up. I press my left ankle, not the side of your foot. You should have movement in that foot, the ankle. I bring my hands to the inside, outside of that right thigh, and I capture the back of my thigh, or I capture the front of my shin, or I'm going to cradle my knee and the top of my ankle. Whatever you do, let your head rest right back towards the earth, and rock your legs side to side. Rock from your right hip to your left hip as you draw the right knee deeper to your chest, drawing the whole left ankle and thigh to your chest. Rock your energy back and forth. Let it go. Let it go. Play with your energy. Don't be in just one position. If you like one more than the other, try the others to see what you feel is really a wonderful energy for you in those hips, opening them up. Let your energy rock. Now I'm going to let go of those hands. Completely cross the leg over the left. So I have left crossing over the right. I'm going to bring both legs to the right side in this position here. If I don't like it, I unfold my legs and I bring them side by side. And then I open up the left, all the way open that left arm, looking to the wall behind me. So I'm either crossed in an eagle pose or I'm released in my legs as I open up and just for a moment surrender your body, completely surrender it to this pose, to this twist. Let that breath flow long and deep. And then as I release, I'm going to bring my hands all the way into a fetal position, or a fetal position, letting my body completely rest into the crook of my arm. I let my body release, completely surrendering my energy to this place of comfort and of peace. Letting my breath flow longer and deeper. Letting go of any thoughts of distraction. Let it be pushed away. Feel the beat of your heart. Hear the breath entering and exiting your body. You're more than welcome to stay here, or if you choose to come up with me, I'm just going to walk right up into a sitting position. Any comfortable sitting position for you. It doesn't have to be a cross leg. It could be legs out in front, soles of your feet together. We're going to place our palms, palm upon palm, a receiving energy. Letting that breath flow with that awareness of release. Letting go of what was. Let it go. Have faith in what will be. I want you to breathe in the here and now. Let that breath flow with awareness of your energy now. Knowing that this is the only energy you have control of is right now with this breath, here at this moment, at this time. Let that breath flow. May you find peace today. Namaste. Thank you for joining me.